Yo, everybody. It's me, your favorite American rapper, Joe Ryda. Welcome back to another episode of Pokemon Sapphire. We've got a ton of new encounters and areas to explore today, thanks to my favorite HM Surf. So today we will be sailing the seas in search of some powerful items and treasures. How are you today, my brothers from another mother?
I'm good, Joe. Grabbing your Route 134 encounter here, I see. Good way to start the video.
Sup, boys? I'm doing pretty well. Let's get this episode off to an electrifying start, yes?
Kill him! Eviscerate him!
Allow me to demonstrate how to catch an Electabuzz. Even if our whole team dies, I will catch this thing, mark my words.
Start unmarking those words because he is a level 33 with sheer cold. Do you want to roll a 30% chance to lose 4 Pokemon in a row?
I don't know about you, but I don't like any of these guys.
Joe!
Okay, fine. Wagma has run away so I can safely escape this six-fingered freak. I don't want to hear you spout some nonsensical nonsense, Donald, that I couldn't catch this guy. If I genuinely didn't care about the team, I would have let whoever had to die just to prove to you I'm better at you than catching an Electabuzz.
What? Joe, I can't say shit about catching that yellow furry fuck, so why would I rub it in your face? You are literally a better player than me in every way. I can't deny that. I had an epiphany recently that I need to stop dissing you guys when you are clearly leaps and bounds ahead of my skill level. Well, I mean, Barack, don't get me wrong, you were literally choking harder than an evolved Machop last episode, but why should I bring you down over that? We all need to work together to make the magic happen, right? Who's with me?
I agree, Donald. We need to stop our bitching and focus our punches on this Pokemon game more than ever right now. Joe, I have to say you are literally the GOAT. Your gameplay has always been like a Daru Maka, pure fire.
Finally, I'm getting the goddamn respect I deserve. You two chums aren't so bad yourselves. I just happen to be bringing my A game to all of these videos. Mama didn't raise no bitch, though I only realized that back in 493 BC. Anyways, I'm swinging by New Mauville to get some more items and encounters, but this filler episode will be just as good as the G8 arc.
And what a fantastic arc that was, best buddy. Say, could you sign my poster of you that I have hung up in my room as soon as you get the chance? Just please don't judge me when you see what photo it is or when I tell you the things I've done to it.
I'm not surprised about your naked celebrity crush poster of me, Donnie, but wait until we get our encounter.
What the hell is that thing? I don't think I've ever seen that Pokemon before.
Its name is Armaldo, but its code name is Gay Porn. He's got a very unique ability with its own set of rules and fun interactions in battle. About 34 of them, I believe. Just look up Gay Porn, Rule 34 on Google, and you'll probably see the full list of effects.
All right, bet. Alexa, look up the 34 rules of gay porn on Google.
Thanks, you slimy Pichu rat bastard. Now my Alexa is telling me something absolutely diabolical about a Vaporeon. I wish to discuss this no further.
I actually hate that copy pasta. Such a cool monster destroyed by the horny community. What a damn shame.
Hey guys, did you know that in terms of male, human, and female Pokemon breeding, Vaporeon is the
look
most...
at that, Joe. Let's go back to sucking you off. You're the greatest, the finest, the bestest. I literally want to be you when I'm older, Mr. President.
Here comes Daddy.
Here we go with the sus shit. Joe, we talked about this. You cannot be calling digital kaijus your daddy. That is an absurdly wild kink that you should keep with your mistresses. Barack and I don't want to hear about it.
What? It's a reference to Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Sky Special Episode number 2, where we get insight into Guildmaster Wigglytuff's childhood and how he got along with an Armaldo, who he ultimately looked up to. This Armaldo was a criminal, unbeknownst to the young Igglybuff at the time, but the two went on so many memorable explorations together. It inspired Igglybuff to become the great explorer we know them as today. That shiz had my heart weeping, yo. Anyways, you sick fucks, I called this guy Daddy because he was literally like a father figure to the child prodigy. Why do you always gotta make me out to be some sort of freaky, deaky abomination?
Damn, I know what you mean, Joe. That special episode was low-key a tearjerker, I can't lie. Surprisingly, a wholesome nickname coming from you.
Thank you, Barack. I genuinely love that Armaldo and his character arc. I do always wonder about the Guildmaster, though. What type of adventures did he go on as a rookie explorer? Or even as a Jigglypuff or Wigglytuff before establishing the guild? By the way, guys, there's some static encounters in New Mauville here that will be randomized. Will we count those as separate encounters, or are they fair game too?
Well, we already encountered a Plusle, which is Dupe's Claws anyway, but normally I say all static encounters can be caught. How about for this run we limit it to just one?
That's fair, Donald, you population bombing Q-Fant looking ass. One more encounter in this area, and we will leave it at that for the statics. Thank God we have Wagma with Runaway, otherwise some of these wild Pokemon would actually end up being a threat. These wild Pokemon being level 30 for this portion of the game is actually a nice challenge, but I kind of regret lowering the trainer's levels so low. 20% makes them feel really weak in comparison to the wild mons we can regularly grind off of, you know what I'm saying?
Yet you two idiots still regularly lose team members. Anyway, quiet down, you loud red lumpers. It's time for another encounter.
Oh shit, so that's what the Guildmaster was doing during their teenage years, hanging around in an underground power plant. I think I know what you're gonna nickname this guy if you catch him, Joe.
Cheap fuck! Ah, cheap fuck! This guy is a cheap fuck. I'm calling him cheap fuck. Black Friday sale looking ass. Discounted because he's missing his goofy parts looking ass.
What is this? The one-hit KO showcase episode? Are we going to encounter a mind reader plus Fisher Teddy Ursa next? At least Legends is 2 levels higher than this pink punk. So he's unaffected by Horn Drill at least. But still, what a load of horse shit, I must say.
Joe's luck is slowly starting to run out. I'm starting to worry about our team once again. Please don't let anybody else die, Giuseppe.
But please at least try to catch him Cotton-Eyed Joe.
You see this cheap fuck going for the horn drill again? Even though it doesn't affect us. This jiggly wiggly shit is so lucky that I don't kill it right now. I told you boys I was on to something when I said all Igglybuffs should die. As Hitler once said, exterminate all the buffs, puffs, and toughs.
You know life is going downhill when you start quoting Hitler.
You know I had a few chats with him pre-World War II. He was surprisingly nice, had beautiful bright blue eyes, but my God, he always smelled so bad. I would always buy him aftershave and deodorant for his birthday. That dude was so gassy. Anyway, yeah, cheap fuck is what this titty impersonator is being called, and I don't want to hear a goddamn word about that battle. May Wagma rest in piss.
Rip in pepperoni, sweet prince of Persia. Speaking of, look, it's the yellow flute, a useful flute if we were playing with items on. But alas, we have to put up with the stupid confusion hacks now in every battle. I love how powerful they are in a normal playthrough. They're more broken than a freshly encountered Koraidon.
Let's be honest, the flutes, which includes my penis, are more broken than a Cubone. You go ahead and wear the skull of your unalived mother and tell me you aren't emotionally unfixable.
Don't worry, guys. I can fix her. Just leave the sweet talking to me and I'll be married to that depressed Cubone in a heartbeat.
You cannot fix her, Joe. You are not that guy. I'm sorry to shatter your confidence like that, but it's true. You've got to accept that you can't fix every female you come across in life. You're not a fixer-upper, you're not Bob the Builder, and you are most certainly not the vacuum cleaner man.
He's seen my tits.
That's great, Obama, but let me fix this run real quick and not lose peak to this stupid Ledian. That would be a disgrace to all the fans who are rooting for us. We've come so far, yet Victory Road and the champion seem so far away. Do we really have what it takes to be a master of Pokemon? Like, do we even have the skills to be number one?
Well, let me reassure you, Joe, by saying something wild. I want to take the ultimate step, while also finding the courage to be bold.
Oh, hell no. If you think I'm going to start quoting such a bum-ass song, you've got another thing coming, you ultra beasts. That opening is worse than Shiny hunting a starter in Sun and Moon. Why do they have to make a big fucking song and dance about receiving your first Pokemon? Bring it back to the good old days where you pick a Pokeball and 10 seconds later you're battling with this guy against your douchebag rival or in the wild for survival. But no, in Gen 7 I have to wait over 3 minutes just to see if my Litten is a non-racist color. As the saying goes, if the kitty ain't white, say goodnight.
Or, if the owl ain't dark green, start sipping that dank lean.
Make sure that Poplio's dark blue. If not, start fucking a paralyzed Pikachu. That's my personal favorite.
Okay, now you're not even remotely making sense, Donald. Electric types can't be paralyzed after Gen 6, so what you're saying doesn't even logically add up. What a moron!
Say goodbye to Harry Mama.
Oh, that's a good one, Joe. Harry Mama instead of Harryama. That is officially the pokey pun of the episode. Good job, you relic and agent prick.
I can't believe I've done all this work to get through this dungeon in record time, and nobody is complimenting me right now. I literally wrapped this place up like my team of Dragonites from Red and Blue, and even used the run button without throwing up from dizziness. Yet I hear no applause. What happened to calling me a legend and a mythical? Huh?
Well, to be fair, Joe, you lost Wagma. That's a pretty big hit to your credibility right now. I'm not saying you're on fraud watch, but I'm just going to wait and see how the rest of this episode plays out. If you make it to the Weather Institute by the end of this episode without losing anyone else, I will cement you as the greatest Pokemon player of all time. How does that sound?
I second that statement from young Goose over here. All my future sight is showing me is an image. I can barely make it out, but I think it is Dick Shop putting in God's work. He obviously pops off this episode. I can see he goes on a rampage, so please be wise in using him, JoJo, and don't let him die. I see he gets a pretty broken move next level up, too, so keep that in mind.
You Sceptile suckers better be ready to praise me as Lord Biden by the end of my play session. Did nobody notice I picked up leftovers a minute ago? Are you two scrolling on your iPods again, going through Instabook? Well, what about this item?
Wow, that's amazing.
I know, thank you.
That is seriously a game changer. Holy Tropius banana, is this for real?
You're welcome, boys. I'll take that Pokemon Player of the Year award whenever you guys are ready. I think I'm gonna cry. Wah!
Hush, hush, Joe. Will you quiet down for a second? There's a Cinderace on X who's having a massive OnlyFans sale. Rabbitfoot picks for $30. What a bargain. Call me a bug type because I'm weak to this fiery bunny and I'm about to volbeat my schlong. It's super effective.
But my loving friends, I just got us another EXP share. Isn't that cool? Aren't I just the bestest? And look, I got TM24, which is super power. That is sweet. I'm going to teach it to Wagma.
You let Wagma get fucking buried by a horn drill, Sleepy Joe cut the stupid shit and save that beast of a move later. Speaking of beast, damn Obama, this bunny got me bricked up. Yowzers! I don't want to let off a water spout yet, but the water pulse is already on the way. God, I love you, Elon, for bestowing this on the timeline. For real, for real.
I'm pulling up X on my 8th monitor. Hold the Pori phone for a second. That Cinderace is a boy. You can see his furret sticking out of his boxers in the 3rd photo. Wait a second. That's our fucking editor in a furry costume. You two are getting bricked up like a stack attacker over our fucking editor. Oh, hell nah. That is another level of down bad boys. I'm so ashamed of you right now. Repent for your sins.
I respect the hustle. If I was a year younger, I'd be doing the exact same thing as that gorgeous creature. Just withdraw, Daddy, and go around collecting items, Joe, will you? Donald and I will be busy for a second.
Guys, to rescue Game Producer 6 from having to sell his body online to these two creeper peepers, make sure to subscribe to the channel. A simple like and sub will be enough support to show GP that he doesn't have to do these cringy TikTok dances in a furry suit for the series to grow. You know it's bad when a male Cinderace doesn't even arouse me in the slightest.
Oh, for God's sake. He just deleted his OF page now because the viewers subscribe to his YouTube. That is pure ass in a bucket. Bud Dew in a blender. Driftloon at a birthday party. Raw dog and non-pog dog shit. You always have to ruin the fun, Joe.
Nice to see the Biden ball swinger is back in full force this episode. Does your evilness know no bounds, little Joe Peep? I hope your flock of sheep perish.
I'm just going to surf around a little bit, as you said, Barack my nibble nobbler and grab an item or two, then I'll proceed surfing west to continue the story. Guess I'll ask my comment question for the video.
What direction is west? Don't tell me that's Kanye's new tormented baby.
Don't think about it too hard, Donald. Anyway, my question is actually in relation to the new Pokemon games. Are you going to be purchasing the Teal Mask DLC for when it releases on September 13th? I will definitely be getting it. These new areas and expanded stories will definitely have more polish in it than the base game, which is all Scarlet and Violet were missing, really. Dipplin is going to be my dipper for real.
Fuck you, man.
And I'm honestly just excited to see what Pokemon will be brought back onto the Switch in glorious high definition. I have a feeling it's going to be DLC of the year. I can't wait.
Whoa, slow down there, Weepy Joe. You need to pass me off to your dealer. Because that copium is extra strong that you're puffing on. You cannot say high definition and switch in the same sentence. That is false advertising. DLC of the year for a Pokemon game, I wouldn't mind, but you know, this year we got like 1 billion Splatoon 3 free updates. Petey Piranha returned in Mario Kart 8 with some cool tracks. And Monolith Soft casually dropped a Peak Story expansion for Xenoblade Chronicles 3. Future Redeemed is literally one of the greatest DLCs of all time. That's a goddamn actual factual.
Okay, no need to go on a gamer rant, Donald, you alpha Rapidash built shit. Are you getting the DLC then, or is that a no?
Of course I'm not. That would mean I would have to buy Scarlet or Violet in the first place. And I'm not supporting Gamefreak's lazily developed games. Otherwise, they'll just abuse that undying fan base and continue to make subpar games.
Hold on to a Carablast cock for a second. A few episodes ago, you said the final battle against the AI professors was your favorite Pokemon track of all time. Doesn't that mean you played through the game and beat the final boss?
What? No, of course not. I found that song in a playlist on YouTube called Hype Pokemon Music to help you ladder Pokemon Showdown. That song came on and I shit you not, I reversed 6-0'd Freeze-Eye in a clutch King Gambit sweep. Since then it's been ride or die with that song.
Oh, wow, a King Gambit sweep. How very technical and skillful of you, Donnie. No one has ever won a match like that before.
I could beat you in chess or King Gambit dittos, Joe, so stop the hating, you clef key cock blocker.
Wow, okay, I guess Donald's answer is a no then. As for me, I will be getting it, but more so because I want to see what the Indigo Disc is all about when it releases in winter this year. It seems to be the finale of S&V's story as well as an expansion on the lore of terrestrialization. Plus, there are rumors to say that there is some connection to Generation 5 remakes or possibly a Legends-type game because of a certain character in that DLC. And Gen 5 is one of my favorites, so I'm excited to see what that's all about.
And here we go with the Gen 5 nonsense. If you guys put a gun to my head and asked me to list 3 good things about Generation 5, I would tell you 2 things. 1, the fact it is based off of the US is based, and of course I love it for that. 2 is that Braviary was born from that generation, who is my favorite Pokemon of all time and represents America's freedom. But then I would proceed to pull the trigger myself, because that is literally the only 2 good things that originate from Black and White. It's ironic Trubbish was introduced in those games, because that's exactly what they are too.
It's also ironic that you're such a lousy bitch, Donald, but you don't see anyone talking about that, do you? Your opinion on Gen 5 is honestly worse than Lei Chonk Poo Poo. I remember when we were lining up outside of GameStop and your eyes had that bright glint inside them. What happened to that positive Donald? Where did that childlike wonder go?
What happened, you say? Well, I talked to Bianca for 8 seconds. I encountered a lily pup that wiped my Oshawott out. I fell asleep during the first introduction of Team Plasma. I started to feel like you, Joe. So I did what any sane man would do in this situation. I proceeded to head smash my DSi until shards of glass from the dual screens were stuck in my forehead. I told the doctor the full story. She gave me the crispiest fist bump. 2010 was such a wild time, huh?
Are you stoned, Donald? Women can't be doctors. They can only be nurses. I wouldn't trust a bitch with my heart transplant that I get done every century.
Speaking of stoners, there he is, folks. The king of getting stoned, Stephen Stone Journer himself. Legend has it his Mega Evolution item was meant to be the skin wrapped around a blunt. Mega Metagross was also meant to be holding 4 freshly lit Zazas and gain the fire typing. Unfortunately, the game would have been rated T for teens, so they scrapped that plan and gave him a stupid-ass stick pin instead.
Man, I miss Squad, don't you guys?
Squad was a noble sacrifice, Joe piss off, and let me rewind this back for a second. How would including that quadruple loud pack only have gotten the game a T for teen rating? Why not M for mature?
Because more teens actually smoke weed every day compared to the average 21 and above adult. It's a sad fact, but it's a reality we unfortunately have to deal with.
Damn, that is some messed up Skaroopy shit. I didn't know that was an actual statistic, Obama. Source?
My source is, I made it the fuck up. Get wrecked, Dolan, you starving my boss, you fuck.
Thank Arceus I'm a capable player because the ridiculous stuff you guys come out with is so annoying half the time. I'm trying to concentrate and keep Osama alive. If I start going along with you chuckle fucks and let my gameplay go into autopilot, well, you know, Osama, autopilot, you know what would happen.
Kaboom!
Womp womp.
You two better grow up and get out of your silly little ha-ha moods because this game is no joke. This is life or death. You don't know the feeling of getting horn drilled and having to suck it up because the game cannot defeat you. Not like this. This game is nothing. My mental state is so impressive they call my brain Mesprit. My emotions are fine-tuned. This game will not break me.
Hey, Joe, guess what?
What is it, Obama?
Your dick looks like a watchog.
Rip Bozo.
Shut up, Barack. I don't have time for your games, you dark rye.
Why do you call me that, Joe? Is it because I am a badass or because I regularly give nightmares to kids by bombing their hometowns and stealing them away from their families?
You regularly do what now, Barack?
Nah, homie, it's because you're black.
Hey, yo! What the Gligar? Ain't no way bro said that. He's looking for the smoke now. It might be over for him.
All right, the gloves are off. No more silly, goofy ha-ha mode. I'm going to spin your block like a Hiss-Ooian Lilligant. I'll get the drop on you like a Swoobat and punch your lights out like a Hitmonchan versus a Lantern.
What are you trying to say, Barack? Are you not black now? Am I missing something?
No, you're not wrong. Let me be clear. I am still black, but the way you're saying it
Then shut the fuck up when your master's speaking. Be yatch. I'm literally just stating pure facts. No printer. I see you as black. I call you black. Simple. I see Donald as a fat gargantuoso Snorlax. I call him a fat gargantuoso Snorlax, plain and simple. Go back to your farm, you ungrateful Dino-looking ass.
Whoa, slow down there, you Aloma Mola rider. Don't bring me into this. I was just sitting on the sidelines. Don't be hitting me with these strays.
Sitting on the sidelines because you always get benched. Why am I not even surprised anymore, you gimme goop gulper?
The power is really getting to his head. Let's dial it back a bit, Joe. Things are resembling a heat more here with how hot this burn-in tension is. I know Osama has been cooking, but now he's sleeping like a time bomb. He will get his chance to blow again soon, but maybe it's Dick Shop's turn to bring in some shmoney.
Fair point, Barack. A stab surf in the rain? Ain't nobody living that. Send your strongest soldiers. I bet they getting washed for free.
Hopefully I don't get dissed for contributing to the conversation, but up north, you have your Route 119 Encounter Joe. Don't forget it, because this is when the power scaling starts to get a little crazy.
Oh, thanks, Donnie. I actually totally forgot. If you hadn't said that, I might have accidentally killed any wild Pokemon. It's the route with the never-ending rain, right? At least there is a visual indicator for when it changes to that route. So I'll be Gucci to catch whatever we run into.
Okay, guys, based off this battle, I know what's going to happen next episode. Enjoy these happy days while they last.
What the fuck? Why is it always when it's my turn you just casually drop some cryptic narc shit like this Barack? What did your advanced observation tell you this time?
Don't forget to pick the citrus berries, Joe. Sorry, that was my farmer side coming out of me there for a second. And Donald, it's actually got nothing to do with my fortune-telling abilities, but rather next episode will be slightly different for the series going forward. I think it'll be a much appreciated change, but I promise you guys it's nothing to be worried about. It's also got nothing to do with the fact that Dick Shop dies next episode. Oh, fuck! Spoilers!
No shot. No way he just said the spoiler, then put the tag at the end of the sentence. Barack, tell me it's a lie. I like Dick Shop. Please tell me he doesn't actually die next episode.
This is your one and only out, Obama? Say it was just a prank, please.
Screw y'all believe what you want at this rate. All I'm going to say is you better make this capture worth it, Joe, just to be safe.
Oh, it is so Jover. Wait, we are so back. Day 97 of commenting that Game Producer 6 should hack in a Lapras for Joe to catch. All those comments on the compilations were worth it. I'm actually going to use Make It Rain on My Pants.
I don't know why Joe thinks this is hacked. This is the purest Colombian luck I've ever seen.
Wait, Barack, I didn't forget your first vision. You said Dick Shop goes on a rampage, which he hasn't so far. Don't tell me we fucking axe this Lapras from existence.
Oh, heck no, Donald. Say it ain't so. I will not go. Turn the lights off. Carry me home.
That's amazing. Hold on, something ain't right. My visions have gotten blurry.
Wait a minute, guys. I think I've figured it all out. Dick Shop will go on a massacre this episode, as you said, Barack. You were right. You never said it was going to be our Dick Shop. I've cracked the code.
There are only two things that are cracked here. That Lapras and Dick Shop's skull. As much as I would love to catch this guy, my heart is absolutely breaking right now.
And now is not the best time to mention it, Joe, but yes, this is another Generation 1 water type that we can catch. I really can't think of many left that we don't have, but we lost a Whisk Cash for an arguably better monster all around. Don't let his doomed desire go to waste, and please play as calculated and carefully as you can to snag this sucker.
It's so hard to fight these inner demons who want me to click Vine Whip. They seek revenge for my #1 solo hit, Dick Shop, now streaming on iTunes and Amazon Music.
I literally have a fucking demon living inside of me. If you're struggling right now, you wouldn't be able to survive a day with Sukuna tormenting you from the inside. He keeps bumping the same 4 Eminem songs on repeat at full volume, and it's irritating as balls.
You also lost the bet, Joe. Nobody has to call you the GOAT because you slaughtered not 1 but 2 invaluable team members before making it to the Weather Institute. Don't become a weatherman anytime soon, best buddy.
Donald is spitting fuego.
I'm actually so depressed right now, I thought I was the GOAT, but really I'm just a sham. I'm going to call this dummy. Lapras ? I swear it's funny, but right now everything is pain. So maybe it will make me kerfuffle next episode. I have no energy to continue, so I'm going to save outside this chick's house. Any final words, guys, because I sure as heckle don't have or want to say any.
Joe, don't let it get to you. You're still the GOAT in my heart. And to be fair, those were probably the two most reasonable deaths so far in the series. A one-hit KO move and transform, and from two Pokemon you had to try and catch on top of that? How is a man meant to combat that? Don't beat yourself up over that, chum.
Donald's right. The game went full-on cheese mode and sandwiched you relentlessly. Next time we continue the adventure, Donald is going to go ham. I just know it.
Sigh, no, it's raining all right. Thanks for watching, guys. Be sure to like or comment or share this video to maybe cheer me up from such a rough session. I'll see you all next time and stay awesome.